Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. It's Simmons. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He grabs it inside the 20. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Burns.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launches downfield. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
He's nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. They'll run it to the right side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Knights look at a cash in the red zone. Off target and incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's going to take off here. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got a first down and more. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. They recover their own fumble, but it is a big loss.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. He's going to have to go back to the drawing board.
They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. To the air, it's Simmons. Running out of time in the pocket. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Brown. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Knights looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
But great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there, they just weren't able to complete it.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, UCF. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. The pass is intercepted.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there. Maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Picks up the first, looking for more. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. This try is no good. Still a 17-point lead after that miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to get us going in the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down right at the 20. The gain makes it second and medium. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The Knights looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Knights. And the beatdown continues. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounced back here. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on 3rd down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. They'll run it here. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. They line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. And you talk about a confidence booster going forward.
On 1st down, it's play action. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
What a move, breaking angles and still going. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Direct snap to the back. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead back within 2 scores. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking for his big tight end, who makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Has the first down and more. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd have these 3rd downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Caught quickly. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory. The Knights will line up on 1st and 10.
As a design quarterback keeper, fighting him off. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Knights will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's got it for a big gain. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Look out, he's got some space. He's at the 50, inside the 40. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work